everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is Wednesday. I don't know, I haven't said that like in a while. Today's Wednesday, March 2nd. We're already in March, guys. What? So, I have a few things. I have WIPs, I have haul. I think that's it right now. WIPs and haul. I don't have any finishes because who does that here? Not me. Rarely. So let's get, oh no. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. Now we can get started. Okay, so let's start with WIPs. I don't know, I haven't even done a whole minute yet and we're already starting. Let's just go, right? Oh, before I even, really quickly, I just really want to say thank you so much to everybody who signed the petition in my last video. I really, really appreciate it. Things in the world are just crazy right now, so I really, really appreciate that that's something that you took your time to do. I will be going into, later in the haul section, kind of, you know, how we could help out, not necessarily all of Ukraine, but, you know, people, specifically the people. So we'll do that later, but we'll do WIPs first. So, as per usual, I'll show what I'm currently working on. Oh, I'm stuck in my bag. Hold, please. I don't know where this is stuck. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, so the thing I'm currently working on is Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map. This is artwork by Aimee Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is the regular size, regular color, I believe. I would have done the full coverage. It's full coverage. I would have done the max color, but I don't think the max color was out when I bought this pattern. No, did I buy this? Or did somebody rack it to me? I don't remember. I honestly, I don't remember. But it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna go with it. But this is a sal that I'm doing with Kaylee. She is on Instagram. I can't remember your handle, Kaylee. I'm really sorry. But anyway, we are doing this. The hashtag is Where in the World Sal. There's a whole bunch of people joining, and it's really fun. So here is, you saw it, but here is where it is now. I only just started working on this Monday, I think, again. So this is not a WIP call, but this is in my Animal Adventure in Daily 30, which is a closed group on Facebook. This is one of my 3 projects for Animal Adventure, so I am using it. I've done quite a bit. My goal for the month is to get to 6,000 stitches. So I finished off February with 4,000, so I just need to do 2,000 more. I think I'm at like 4,500, so I only need to do 1,500 more. So should be a couple more days, and then we'll move on. And then here's the comparison photo. Okay. Next, I'll pull out what I think we were finishing with last video. And this is my Honeymoon Sunset. This is charted by the Cross Stitch Studio, and the artwork is Abraham Hunter, I believe. As always, everything will be in the description box below, so if you need fabric information or anything like that, artist, all of that stuff will be below. This one is a sal that I'm doing with a couple people, 2 of which are not on Flosstube, but one other is Colleen from Grace Note Stitchers. I feel like I'm choking. Colleen from Grace Note Stitchers, she is also doing this. I don't know how far along she is, but she started in the opposite side than I did, and I believe so did the other two. I don't know. I don't really remember. But either way, hopefully you saw what it will look like, and here is where we are. So the goal each month is to do, I think, 1,200 stitches on this, and I finished off February with 2,400, so that is 2,400 stitches. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with all of my goals that I had set myself, but we're going to try. We'll see. My first goals are to do one of my WIP Go boards. Those are the first things that I'll finish, and then I move on to my Animal Adventure, and then after Animal Adventure I go to the other WIP Go board. So like I have 2 WIP Go boards. So I'll do my pattern keeper compatible charts, those first, because those usually only take me about a day to complete the goals. And then I'll do all of my Animal Adventure pieces, and then I'll do my other WIP Go board, which are my I think they're all like mostly full coverage. And then I'll do the rest of my goals, and whatever I can get to, I'll get to. If I don't finish all of my goals, I'll just bump it to the next month, which is fine. But I have so far been able to keep up, and February was a short month, so hopefully that bodes well for March, but we'll see. So that's where we ended up with that one, and here is the comparison photo as I struggle to reach the bag. Okay, next up, I'm not going to do that one yet. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Next up is my last piece that I needed to do for my monthly goals, which is, oh, and the hashtag for Honeymoon Sunset on Instagram is hashtag Honeymoon Sunset Sal. Easy to remember. And then this one was a sale that was put on by Cross Stitch for Everyone last year, but I didn't do it because I was doing no new starts up until like October or something. But a few of us are now doing it this year. I'm only planning on getting like 1 gnome done this year, but that's okay. That's okay. It'll take me like 12 years to finish all of the gnomes, but that's okay. It just means that I can have 1 gnome up all year, and then the next one it'll be the new one, and you know, so far and so forth. So anyway, this is the gnome style. I don't remember what the actual name of it is, but it was put on by Cross Stitch for Everyone, and this is the January gnome, and here's what it will look like. The artist, I don't honestly remember, because it's not necessarily, I mean, it's an artist, but it's another shop on Etsy that she bought these images from, and then, you know, so anyway, it's a little bit confusing. It does say who it is, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's another store on Etsy that has these images, that she bought them. Anyway, hopefully you saw what it will look like. And here is where it is now. So the goal for me to do each month is 900 stitches, and so I had done like a little over 1,000 in January, so I only needed to do like 800 in February. So I only need to do 100 more this month, so it's not like it's crazy. It's quite confetti. I am doing this one differently than I do all of my other pieces. So for this one specifically, I am going row by row, snaking, doing all of the stitches all the way across. I'm still parking in 10 by 10 blocks, so like some of these colors are the same through here, but I don't carry like a thread from over here to over here. I just keep it in a 10 by 10 like column, if that makes sense. But I'm doing 1 row all the way across, 1 row all the way back. So I'm snaking it all the way. Hopefully that makes sense. And eventually here we'll get to his beard. I think it's like right here. Like it starts like right here. So super exciting. He's tiny. I think this is a fat quarter. This is a fat quarter of fabric, ready? It only takes up that much room. So I could do like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gnomes on this piece of fabric. I'm only going to do 1 gnome on this fabric, I think. But I'll have a lot left for something else. And then here's the comparison photo. And the people I'm doing this with are kind of a lot of different people. I've heard there are a few people doing this, but specifically I'm doing this one with Carla from Craft Addict K. And she started with June? Oh, Carla, I don't remember. You just said it in your video. I like literally just watched your video yesterday. And I can't remember what you said. Okay. The next one that I'm going to pull out here is my one of my WIP calls for the month. So it is Inspiration. I was super stoked to pull this one out. We all know how much I love this. It's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Just look at it. It is beautiful. I love it. And my dog is barking. How lovely is that? And I don't know, Debbie, have you started it yet? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for some updates. Hopefully she'll send them to me. I would love you to send me updates on Facebook, because instant messenger. I'd love to see it. But when you start, let me know. But that's what it will look like. And here is where it is now. So I did complete my WIP goal. So as we can see, last time I did it, which was the end of last year, I finished the first page, like all backstitch and everything. And then this time I did not quite, because my goals for my one WIP board are only 5 hours on it. So that's how much I got done in 5 hours. So finished like up here, did all the stitches up here. This is completely, like, all of the actual stitching is done up here. I only have to finish this little area and then all the backstitch. And for these, I'm backstitching as I go, because most of the backstitch is all that one color, that green. So, yes. And I think the fabric is a 32 count called Gilded. It's a linen, and it's by Mystic Fabrics. No, it's 36 count. It's a 36 count by Mystic Fabrics. And here's a comparison photo. Okay, and then the last piece is my second WIP call for my other board. And you'll see the theme that runs through here, because that was Rosewood Manor, and this is also Rosewood Manor. So Spring Quakers got called. So that's what it will look like. And I am using all the called for colors on both this one and on Inspiration. This one calls for Valdani threads, and Inspiration only calls for DMC. So a little cheaper. Valdani threads are a little more expensive, but they are so nice. I love them. And here is where we are. Sorry, I have one parked thread because I just didn't finish that one section. But the last time you saw it, all I had was this one motif done. And so I added the words here, and then this one, and then I've started on this one. This one's almost done. I only have a little bit left to do within this motif. So again, this one's finished. This one got 5 hours, so we are good. The fabric is, I think, 32 count. I always say I think 32 because it's my favorite count to work on, and so that's my go-to, so I just assume. Yeah, it's 32 count, all the things by Mystic Fabrics again. And whenever I work on this, I always think of Janet. because it's called All the Things, and she says all the things all the time. It's lovely. Yeah. Anyway, neither of these fabrics are the called for fabrics for either of those charts. But that's because I think they're both called for, yeah, Picture This Plus, and like Picture This Plus I feel like is so hard to get. Especially some of the like really, the really popular colors. They're like really hard to get, so. Okay, that's all of my projects that I worked on. Now we'll do haul. Yeah, let's do haul. Okay, we're back. So I got my Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month for February. And I'm in both the Color Club and the Neutral Club. I get 32 count linen for both. And so the Neutral Club this month is really a neutral, like a real neutral. I mean, not that they're not always real neutrals, but like this one's really neutral. I will use it for something, I know, because I actually think I have an idea already. But it is called Vanilla Latte. And here's what it looks like. Pretty true to color. It's just like a creamy, kind of creamy off-white yellowish. Pretty true to color, actually. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So, very neutral. I like it. It's just a very neutral color. So, I will probably actually do Quilting Bee on that, because I was waiting for a fabric that I wanted to do Quilting Bee on, and I think I'm going to do it on that. And then the color for the month is called Life's a Peach. And this one, it is pink. She calls it Life's a Peach, I think, because there's like some orange. You can see there's bits of orange in there, and it's pinky orange, but I would call this very much pink. So now I have a lot of pink in my stash. I'm not a big, I mean, it's very pretty. It's definitely got orange in it, but it's very pink. So I will have to figure out what I'm going to do with all of this pink fabric that I have. I say it like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just we all know pink's not my favorite color. So, speaking of, Corinne from Grace Notes Stitchers here on Flosstube, mother of Colleen, who I was just talking about, she spun our Cross Stitch Nation. I'm doing a round robin, kind of, like a Sal, kind of, I don't know. We're doing a kind of thing with a couple of people, and she spun the wheel for this month, and it landed on her. So she chose her lady, which is the first lady. I didn't bring it up here, but if you go to her channel, or if you go to Carla's channel, she just talked about it. And I think Sarah talked about it as well. Anyway, yeah, I think Sarah talked about it as well. I know Sarah showed the picture, so if you want to see like which one I'm talking about. Carla chose the one all the way at the end, and Corinne chose the one all the beginning. So Corinne chose purple and pink. So we'll have a purple lady at the end and a purple and pink lady at the front. And can you all guess what color I'm gonna choose when my name comes up? It's gonna be so hard to figure out. If you know me, you know what color I will choose. And I can't wait for everybody to stitch my hair. I wonder what color they're all gonna choose. I'm excited. I don't even know what color I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I know what color I'm gonna do, I just don't know what like the floss is gonna be. But for Corinne, I'm gonna have to change her hair color. So I'm gonna have to go shopping for some threads because I'm doing all of the ladies' dresses in silks. So I'm gonna need to get a pink silk. I have purple already. We'll see if I want to use the same purple. I might get a different color purple, we'll see. Anyway, I also got some other haul. So we'll do the not on my phone haul first. So I was talking last week about wanting to do all of the Mirabilia Queens, which it looks like I'm gonna be able to do them next year. So my plans might change for what I'm going to do next year. I know I'm not doing no new starts next year. That's still the plan. That might change, but as of right now, I'm not doing no new starts next year. But I do plan on possibly, hear me out, possibly not doing a full coverage focus year. So like, I won't really work on my full coverage next year. I'll work on it occasionally, on all of, not every piece, but like I'll work on some things occasionally. But y'all, I got 3 of the queens so far, and I have the other one coming. Like, I think it's in the mail, but I have 3 of them. So because I have them, I think next year, and because some people would like to borrow some of the patterns, I would like to focus on these next year. If I start them at the end of the year or even at the beginning of next year, I'll be doing kind of what I'm thinking. If I go this route, I'll work 5 days each month on all 4. And then on the weekends, I'll work on my WIP Go calls. So I'll have 2 boards for WIP Go. And the Saturday and Sunday, the Sunday before the week of the Queen, and then the Saturday after the week, I'll work on 1 WIP Go call, because I'll get 4 WIP Go calls. Does that make sense? So anyway, here's what I got. So I got Summer Queen. This one I got off of 123 Stitch just because they have them. They have Summer and Winter are still being produced. She's just beautiful. And then I got Winter off of 123 Stitch. She's my favorite. I love Winter. Spring, okay, I also love Spring, but you know, I got Winter. And then I did manage to get Autumn. Super excited about that. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. I can't believe I got the Autumn Queen. And then I have Spring on the way. So I'll have all of them except for, well, I also will be getting Royal Holiday. It's on its way too. But I'm not going to focus on Royal Holiday for next year because I think 4 is a good number. I don't want to add another one because that would kind of ruin my plan. So I'll do Royal Holiday. I'll start it next year, but that won't be like a focus, especially because Royal Holiday is still also being produced. So like people can get it. I'm not rushed to like let people borrow that one, if that makes sense. Okay, and then the last thing I bought, if you watched Grace Notes Stitcher's last video, they talked about Stitchy Princess on Etsy. And I also watched Janet Jabber, who also talked about Stitchy Princess. And I had already gone on and looked at some of her patterns. And she is from Ukraine. And if you buy her patterns, obviously we are supporting. So I wanted to support. I encourage you to support as well. But I ended up buying 2 things. The first one I bought because of Janet. I didn't even see this the first time I went through, and then Janet showed it on her video, and I was like, I need that. So I bought it. And it is called Magical Swamp. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. Kind of. It's called Magical Swamp. It's beautiful. If you go onto Stitchy Princess on Etsy, you will find it. And then the other one I got was the first one I saw that I was like, absolutely need it, dying, like, beautiful. I love it. This one is called Mushroom Meadow. And like, how appropriate. Me being a gnome person, mushrooms are also a thing. I love it. I love this. So I bought those 2. Please go support. If you know other Ukrainian designers on Etsy or anywhere else, please list them below in the comments. I'd love to be able to support. If I find something I do like and I want to stitch, I would love to support. So I bought those 2 things and I'm feeling real good about them. And they're pretty small. I mean, in comparison to like a lot of my projects, they're pretty small. So those would be a pretty easy finish if I ever get them started at any point. So I think that's everything. It's a pretty short video, guys. I don't have anything else to talk about that I'm aware of. I'm probably forgetting something. But yeah, I hope that you all have a lovely day, night, whatever day this is that you're watching this, whenever it is that you're watching it. So yeah, have a good one. I will talk to you guys next week.